When you're ready to put the knot and the pin backing piece together, you can do it a variety of ways. One way is to use a yarn needle and the yarn and attach it by going through both thicknesses. And then being very careful that your stitching, it will show, but it should mimic the stitches that are on the front. Sometimes what I like to do is I hold up the knot like this and just pick out one of the loops on the back of the stitches, so I'm not even going to the front side at all, and work around the knot like so. You may also want to pin the knot in place as you sew, because flipping it back and forth can sometimes make it shift. So if you pin it in place, it's easier to keep it where you need it. And then for the back, once you've completed that and woven in these ends, you can cut a circle of felt that contrasts or matches. Mine is just another shade of green. And using matching sewing thread, I'm using black so you can see, you can sew on the felt. And this is a whip stitch, so I catch a piece of the crochet and a piece of the felt and work my way all the way around. And then in the same manner, I would use a pin back. And the only thing you want to do is just make sure that however you want your knot to hang, I'd like at least one of the loops on top and one on the bottom, as opposed to this, I think. So make sure you have it going the way you like. And when you sew pins on, it's always easier, just be careful of the sharp point over here, to open the pin, and then you can sew it on in the same way as sewing on the outside edge by using your sewing needle and thread. I double the thread, and doing a whip stitch, and I would do this about 3 times in every hole along this edge, and then I'd work back and do 3 along this edge. So that's how you can sew the pin to be finished. But if you're short on time, or you have your trusty crafty glue gun, I glued this one in an earlier video. I can glue this right to here in the same manner with my fine tip glue gun. Glue it around. Sometimes it's easier to start at the center and press it down and let the glue cure, and then do around the edge. And then on the back you can glue felt. Now when I use the glue gun on the back, I like to put a small line of it like that and press it down and work all the way around, working right up to the edge, squeezing it down. You can feel the warm glue under your fingers, but the felt protects you, and work all the way around like that. And then once it's cooled, after it's been attached, then I come back with my scissors and trim it. I found it's very hard to cut a nice piece of felt before you glue it. And then if there's any parts like this that are coming up a little bit, I can go back with the glue gun and add a little bit more. And then I would sew on, as I just showed you, the pin backing. And there you have a Celtic knot pin ready to wear for St. Patrick's Day.